Hi, I'm Dylan Richards. In New York, we have the United Nations and the best food from all over the world. Follow me as I search for the healthiest food in the 5 boroughs on Dylan's Lunchbox.
More crunch.
Very soon. Talk about your spices.
Juices of the orange is going to start to come out of it.
Flagship cheese.
Here's your burger.
Slide the opposite leg.
I'm Tanya Suckerbutt for Dylan's Lunchbox.
And how you got into organic farming?
About American cuisine.
Who doesn't love Italian food? Chinese food is one of the oldest cuisines in the world.
We're here to find out what's in your lunchbox.
This week, we'll be trying different regional favorites, and this episode is all about Chinese food. You can hardly walk a block in New York without spotting a neighborhood Chinese takeout joint. They're a classic part of New York food scene, and everybody's got a favorite takeout order. So we'll check out the history of Chinese cuisine in America, taste some new twists, and learn about some healthy options. Come on, let's dig in. I'm at Red Farm with Chef Joe in the West Village. So what are we going to be cooking today?
We are cooking the sauteed lamb with white asparagus and Chinese broccoli.
Great, let's get to it.
All right, let's talk about the ingredients.
Okay.
All right, so we have a lamb shoulder meat,
All right.
which is a slice. And also we have, let's talk about the vegetable. We have chili pepper, the Chinese broccoli, fresh corn, and white asparagus.
Are your vegetables local?
Yes, and by the way, I shop every morning.
Great. So after we're finished searing it, what do we do?
And then we do saute.
So what type of Chinese cuisine is this?
It's like farm to the table that we use the fresh ingredient, and also we change from the traditional way to the more modern way.
All right.
Like we're looking for more healthy
Yeah.
and green.
And so how long do we keep the lamb in the wok for?
About like
Yeah.
2-3 minutes.
Wow. Food looks amazing. So I have a few questions for you. Why is American Chinese food so different than traditional Chinese food?
American Chinese food is kind of like greasy, very greasy. It's a lot of sauce, sweet,
Right.
a lot of starch.
So what makes Red Farm healthier than other Chinese restaurants?
We use very fresh vegetable ingredient, and also the style that we're cooking is kind of light. It's not that heavy.
Right.
I think for the Chinese or even Asian, the cuisine right now they go to light favorite. They're not gonna do like very strong favorite and not that heavy.
Right.
That's what we're looking for.
So what type of dumplings are these?
This is a black truffle chicken soup dumpling, and this is the one of the represent Red Farm signature dumpling.
So I'm gonna try out the lamb that we made. So what's the best way to eat it? Just spoon?
Spoon.
Get a little of everything in there? You know how to make lamb. That's good. The soy sauce? Wow. So what is this?
This is the two kind of crab, the rock crab and the Dungeness crab.
Very good. Colors are good. Okay. And last but not least, the dumplings. So, how do I go about eating these?
Use a chopstick, hold the top, pick up the dumpling, put it on the spoon. I mean, if you really go with the sauce, bite a little hole.
Okay.
Suck the broth inside, and then if you like the skin, you can have,
That's interesting. Personally, I love truffles, so this is a great dish. This is a dish that I definitely recommend. Excellent meal.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Chef Joe.
Thank you.
If you're looking for a healthy, delicious Chinese meal, I definitely recommend you checking out Red Farm. I'm back in the green fields of Central Park with celebrity yoga instructor Gwen Lawrence. So what's in store?
Today we're gonna do a toe spreader, all right? So you have your left leg in front.
Yep.
You're gonna take your right hand and you're gonna thread one finger between each toe. Okay, so what you're trying to do is get the base of your finger all the way up to the base of the toes. Some people can only get fingertips initially. Do the best you can. I like to do this with my pro athletes because they get a lot of foot cramping, they get a lot of plantar fasciitis, which is very painful at the bottom of the foot, and this helps eliminate all of that. How you feel about it right now?
Not too
Nothing?
painful yet.
Not too bad? Okay, you're gonna feel good once you release it, but you're gonna hold it for 1, 2, 3 minutes at a time. So even if you're watching TV, you could sit down,
Simple.
hold this, very simple.
I think my right's better, my right foot.
Very simple. Just want to make sure your foot's clean. But the magic of the pose is once you release it, you do feel like this airiness and openness between the toe,
Definitely.
right? So if you're in your cleats,
Tension's gone.
definitely. When you're on your field, in your cleats, if you get any foot cramping, just remember that, but don't forget your other foot. Today we're going to work on your spine and your spinal twist. So nice, easy, cross leg like you are. So your left foot's going to be right up against your right hip. And your right leg's gonna come up and across. Okay, so your right arm's gonna go behind your back, left arm's gonna go up to the sky. So what you're doing now is you're elongating the spine. When you're working on a spinal twist, you wanna be as elongated as you possibly can first. Then cut the arm in, try to keep this foot flat, and you're gonna use that arm to torque yourself around into a nice twist. So we're increasing the rotation of your spine, getting nice and long, and whenever you open your spine and your chest, you're increasing the ability to take in more oxygen. You're so good at this one. Can you bring this
My
arm
back
underneath
is so
here?
open right now.
Can you bring it underneath?
Like this?
Yes. Can you bring this one across? Oh, yes. So that's next level stuff right there. And my knee and your kidney, how does that feel?
Excellent. Never felt better.
And you always want to come out of it nice and slow. Don't forget about the other side. There's really no one that can't do this one unless you have severe back problems maybe,
Right.
but really good one to help just release some stress, better your posture, increase that lung capacity. Nice. Can you bind on this side too? Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Right there.
Right there.
There they are.
And your back just cracked. Nice. Are you breathing? Deep breath in.
This left side's a little tighter.
Exhale, twist, and then let it go nice and slow. Good job.
Did you know that ice cream predates freezers? This dessert staple is old, like more than 2,000 years old. In 400 BC, ancient Persians used to serve ice flavored with fruits, saffron, and other spices to royalty as a special summer treat. And in China, they used to mix frozen milk with rice. In fact, even today, if you take a trip around the world, you'll find a variety of different regional twists on ice cream, including Italy's rich gelato, ice cream with vermicelli noodles, popular in the Middle East, and in Japan, ice cream filled with rice balls called mochi. Ice cream is truly a universal dessert.
Welcome to Brooklyn Rescue Mission. We are a program that empowers the community, has helped to revitalize the community, and we use food to do that. You're here at the Stuy Farm. The Stuy Farm was created to be able to give people fresh food. So we have fruit and vegetables and herbs and flowers, as well as livestock. This is what we usually do in the morning. We come out, we feed and water the chickens, and we let them out for them to be able to do the run, and they'll go and they'll pick for bugs and insects. They love to do that. And they also hit me up for food at least 3 times a day. We have 14 chickens. On a good day, they lay 14 eggs, and on an average day, they can lay 12 eggs. Do you know in New York City, you can have hens, but you're not allowed to have roosters. It's against the law. Because they wake people up at 4:30 going, "Ooh, ooh, ooh." Let me show you into the greenhouse. This is our greenhouse. We're ROTC Center, a regional training center, and we're affiliated with Growing Power in Milwaukee with Mr. Will Allen. We're his training center for New York City, which is an honor for us. And this is one of the things that we do. It's called, in the Growing Power system, intensive growing, which is built, all these pots are filled with worm castings and fresh compost and organic soil that was created through our compost bins. And that gives our food that we're growing and our flowers a longer life. It allows them to be healthier, and it allows the flavor of the food to be better. So we're growing in pots. We have tomatoes, we have eggplants, we have peppers, 4 types of peppers, and we have flowers. Inside of our hydroponics, which is the growing system inside of fluids and water that are organic as well. We have collards, we have peppers, and we have tomatoes inside our growing beds.
The thing about a lot of this, our young people planted a lot of these from seeds. So we used to also buy a lot of seedlings. And this year, we took a different approach to see how we could grow from seed. So that's why we have plants everywhere, just in random pots, because we were just seeding pots to see whether or not we could be successful. And I think we are. All of these were grown, everything was grown from seed. No seedlings this year. And for us, this is amazing. Having a garden like this or a farm like this, we've expanded our knowledge of food because we learned that we had plants that were mint that we didn't know what they were. We learned about all types of flowers and leaves that you wouldn't normally eat. And here's our pride and joy, our fig tree, which is full of figs, as you can see. Enough for us and the birds and the squirrels, but don't tell them that.
As part of our relationship and learning how to grow fish, we've set up our aquaponics system where we're able to have fish grow, and they're in this aquaponics system year-round. Right now, we only have koi, so it's small. This winter, we'll probably set up more corners, and we'll have more food growing that we'll be able to give to people and be able to serve people with in the greenhouse as well as the hoop house.
When we entered into the emergency food provider networks, we found that most of the food that we received for the community was canned. And actually, my husband, Reverend Robert, he came from Alabama, and he looked out here at this large space and said, we could grow food.
But it also was a way of getting young people adapted, like I was as a kid, and learning about how food is grown and also where it comes from.
The young people who grow here get a tremendous experience. They learn responsibility, they learn about nutrition, they learn they can grow.
It's a spiritual place for me because I think it's giving young people a chance to get an understanding or reckoning that they didn't have.
Anytime you can gather people around something positive, it produces spirituality that is otherwise missed.
So we do believe that the hungry folks need to be fed. We also need, as part of Brooklyn Rescue Mission system, for those same people that are hungry to be able to get development skills and be able to get employment skills to be able to be reemployed. Retooling America, retooling city people who are not employed right now, who are in the food pantry lines that are 20 and 30 and 40 years old, who are going to get food bags because they're unemployed. Well, we have students from high school and community residents, kids that are in the neighborhood that come help us farm.
Yeah, here is where I've gained the most experience. I came here and I learned so much aside from like just farming and learning how to grow fruits and veggies. It was actually here that I found out what I wanted to do and what I wanted to be. So me staying in school this extra year and a half, I think it was a good thing for me. And what I would like to be is an EMT. Why I want to be an EMT is because I like to help people.
We've had gatherings of seniors. We've had gatherings of young people around positive conversation, you know, and intergenerational, and food taste.
Because there is a high rate of lactose intolerance in Chinese people, most Chinese cuisine contains little to no dairy products. Instead, they rely on substitutes for these products, such as soy milk and tofu. Soy milk contains approximately the same amount of protein as cow milk, but it has much less digestible calcium. Many soy milk manufacturers add calcium carbonate to ensure the same health benefits are available to soy milk drinkers. Got soy?
Hi, I'm Stephanie Sachs, culinary nutritionist. I'm a chef, I have a master's in nutrition, and I'm a certified nutrition specialist. And today we're here to talk about herbs and spices and their healing properties and how we can incorporate them into our diet. Today, specifically, we are talking about dill. I love dill because you can pretty much put it in anything. What we're gonna make today is a cucumber dill salad with some red onion. Dill is specifically known for its ability to aid in digestion and also as an appetite stimulant. If you can throw a little in here and there, that's great. So very easily, we're gonna take some cucumbers here. I'm gonna cut the ends off, like so. And you can peel the cucumbers or you can leave the skin on. Depending on what type of cucumber I'm using, I make that decision then. If cucumbers are waxed, I peel them. So I tend to like the seedless cucumbers because I'm not crazy about the seeds in the cucumbers. So here we go. This salad is also very cooling as both cucumbers and dill are cooling. So put our cucumbers in. Okay, and this is a great salad because it's the type of thing that you can make one day and let it sit overnight, and it tastes even better the next day. It's almost like a coleslaw. So what we're doing here is taking our red onion, and when I cut a red onion, I cut the ends off, like so, and then I run my knife down, and I just peel out the outer layer. Very simple, fast, very little waste. So we're gonna take a bit of onion. Red onions can be very, very pungent, so depending on what onion it is, you really don't know, you have to taste it to see and navigate how much you're gonna put in a dish. So we'll just use a little bit. Okay, just like so. And we'll put it in here and just toss it around with our hands. And all we're gonna do is take some red wine vinegar. You can also use brown rice vinegar, you can use lemon. Olive oil, and salt, a little pepper, okay, and then we're gonna finish it with dill. And again, I'm shaving. I like to shave my herbs specifically rather than picking them. I find that it goes faster, and then we can do a little rough chop here. Toss our dill in to this very green salad. And here we have our finished product of our cucumber dill salad. Very cooling with the cucumbers, medicinal with the dill, also cooling with the dill. So let's take a taste. Lots of vinegar, a little salt to lift that vinegar flavor. Just the way I like it. Perfect.
In China, it's very common to accompany a meal with some green tea. This is due in part to green tea's ability to aid in digestion, It also has powerful antioxidants called catechins that can help fight cancer and heart disease. Other healthy effects of green tea include lowering cholesterol, burning fat, preventing diabetes and stroke, and staving off dementia. So make sure you give yourself a tea time so you too can enjoy all of these healthy benefits. So today I've come to Wong, another unique Chinese restaurant here in Greenwich Village, where Chef Simpson Wong cooks up unique dishes inspired by traditional Chinese recipes while using fresh, locally sourced ingredients. So let's go inside to get a taste and dig into some healthy Chinese food. So your restaurant is about 85% local. How do you try to stay local, and is it important?
It's very important, and it's also not that difficult because, all we do is just go to the market and see what is in the market, and then we bring it back here and just do our best to cook the food.
So what inspired you to open up your own restaurant?
For health reason, because that's how I've been eating for a long time now. I had a heart attack back in 2005,
Wow.
And then I started eating healthier. It's like the best thing you can give yourself.
Right. So what are we cooking today?
We're cooking a dish called chaka lawong. Chaka means grilled fish. Lawong is one of the street in Hanoi. It's light and healthy and delicious.
So let's go back into the kitchen and cook some food.
Sure. We have some hake fish. This is a hake fillet without no skin. It's from the North Atlantic, and it has a lot of omega-3 fatty acids. So all we need is just a few ounces. And then there's some turmeric here. Turmeric is in the ginger family. It has benefits. It warms the body up, especially in the wintertime.
Okay.
Just toss it a little bit. Just marinate it. And a touch of salt. And a touch of pepper. Now you can put it in the pan piece by piece. Okay. So it's the extra ginger to infuse the oil. You want it to be caramelized a little bit before you turn the fish, so that when you turn the fish, it has a nice golden crust to it.
Right.
And you use this thyme here now. It's up to you how spicy you want it to be, just a little bit.
Pencil.
I like it spicy. Some scallions. And the last thing is dill. What makes different from other fish, the Asian fish, is because it's the dill. Okay, I think it's almost done now. Okay. Yeah, you can just go. What do you think?
That
You like
looks
it,
good.
yeah?
So let's go to the table and try it out.
Sure.
Whoa, what are all these herbs for?
Yeah, for the fish, what you do is that you put the fish on top of the vermicelli and some salad in there. And the next thing you do is actually pick some of this up and put it on top of the fish.
And so you want to keep the leaves whole, right?
You want to tear it a little bit so that it release, when you tear the membranes, it'll release the essential oil of the cilantro.
Wow, you're right. When you break it open, you can really get the true scent.
Yeah.
Okay.
It smells amazing, right?
Yeah.
How do you like it?
Amazing. The fish is cooked perfectly. But what I really liked about it was the chili flakes that we added on. It has a nice kick to it.
Oh, great. I'm glad you like it. Hey, Dylan, I brought you something. This is the duck bun. We call it duck bun here. It's actually braised duck leg with young ginger and black bean sauce.
Oh my God. Now that's how you make duck buns.
Next I have for you is one of my favorite. It's lobster egg foo young.
So what is in this?
It's there's leeks underneath the egg, and then the 2 farm eggs and lobster, and then salted egg yolks.
You know how to make a good dish.
Oh,
that's
thank you.
amazing.
Here I brought you some chicken. It's bobo chicken, free-range chicken, cooked with turmeric.
So where's the chicken from?
The chicken is local. It's from Red Hook, and it's free-range. It's from a farm called Bobo.
That's flavorful chicken. After all that healthy eating, if you want to indulge into a great dessert, I definitely recommend the chocolate snowball.
Hey Dylan, how did you enjoy your meal at Wong?
The food was excellent. Thanks a lot for having me.
Oh, it's our pleasure.
I'll definitely be back.
I look forward to that.
If you're looking for a true experience in Chinese cuisine, be sure to give Wong a try. With a unique mix of traditional influence, fusion, and local ingredients, Chef Simpson Wong is cooking up some of the best Chinese food in New York. Zaijian. There are so many delicious, healthy options when it comes to Chinese food. We tasted some excellent dishes at Wong, looked at the new restaurant in Red Farm, and learned about the healthy roots of Chinese cuisine. Check out these links for more information, details about the places in this episode, and great recipes. And don't forget, join us again on the next episode of Dylan's Lunchbox.